That was a fun one, this one.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon and good evening to all of you tuning in across the world, and welcome to Asia's 50 Best Bars 2021, sponsored by Perrier. I'm Mark Sansom, Content Editor for 50 Best, and I will be introducing today's ceremony. We will kick off with a surprise from the bartenders in the world's 50 Best Bars list, follow up with a reminder of the first ever 51 to 100 list for Asia, and then get straight into the countdown of Asia's 50 Best Bars and its special awards. When we aired last year's virtual event, I'm sure that, like me, you thought that we would be able to gather in person this year. But with the way that the pandemic has progressed, the travel restrictions and ongoing social distancing measures, this just hasn't been possible. Nevertheless, we strongly believe that by amplifying all of the great talent across Asia, 50 Best can play a crucial role in encouraging guests to get back out into bars when the time is right. We have been working hand in hand with the bartenders, bar owners and our partners since the onset of the pandemic to help support and promote the region's bar community, raise money, recognise its achievements and help to prepare for a positive future. On that note, it gives me great pleasure to announce that in 2022, in partnership with the Singapore Tourist Board, we will be returning to Singapore to celebrate Asia's 50 Best Bars. More details on that in the coming months, as I know how keen we all are to get back together again. It has been great to witness the green shoots of recovery springing up across the Asian continent. Thanks to bars' diligence, acceptance of the rules, creative strategies and support for one another, many locations are back to near normal trading. Asia has led the way for the rest of the world to follow and continues to be an incubator for fresh ideas and exciting new talent. Speaking of new talents, the bartenders from the world's 50 Best Bars list have been working on something to congratulate you for your positions on the list this year. I think we have the makings of the world's next supergroup. Thanks very much to all the participants for bringing your musical talent to the party. This year, the Academy of Voters whose votes create the upcoming list has grown to more than 220 experts. They are overseen by a growing number of Academy chairs in Asia. Joining our Senior Academy Chair Vivian Pei are three newcomers who now curate the panel of experts in the regions where they are based. We have Holly Graham in Hong Kong, Priyanka Blah in India, and Nicholas Caldicott in Japan. Thank you to these hard-working Academy chairs and to all of the voters out there for their vital contribution. I would also like to give a very big thank you to our partners, led by Perrier, who have supported the bar community through every single stage of the pandemic with countless initiatives and support programs. As we all know, the past 15 months have been incredibly difficult, but the way the bar community has pulled together has been an inspiration to the entire hospitality sector. Here's a look back at many of the things we've been able to do together with a timely reminder that brighter times are hopefully just over the horizon. Now, please allow me to introduce you to your main host for this event. She is a woman many of you may be familiar with, who I last saw with a margarita in hand at the after party for Asia's 50 Best Bars 2019 in Singapore. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the inimitable and ever fabulous Anita Kapoor.
Thank you so much, Mark. It's so great to be with you again, albeit on different sides of the world, just for now. Hello and welcome to all of you. I'm so very much looking forward to taking you through this one-of-a-kind celebration of Asia's bar scene. You know, I know how hard the past months have been for the bar community, but I can definitely see light at the end of the tunnel from my hometown of Singapore and soon across the entire world. We hope that this year's list of Asia's 50 best bars will inspire people to head back out to their favorite venues and start enjoying what the bar sector does best, serving up good times and creating space for people to make memories that will last a lifetime. So without any further ado, let's get cracking. We will start with a reminder of those bars ranked from 100th down to 51 in Asia. Congratulations to you all. It's so great to see so many bars from fresh destinations. And all of my favorites, Sri Lanka, Vietnam, Macau, I'm coming for you. Before we get into the countdown, let's kick off with the Campari One to Watch Award, which is given to a rising star bar that sits outside the main Asia's 50 Best ranking, but has the potential to break into the top echelons in the coming years. Campari, the globally renowned Italian aperitivo brand, is again the partner for the award. And for the very first time, the award is heading to a bar from mainland China. Making waves in Shanghai and indeed across the whole of Asia, the Campari One to Watch 2021 is Epic. Epic is owned and run by the super talented Cross. Let's take a look around his bar.
Cha 欢迎大家来到中国上海 Epic Cocktail Bar. Let's be epic. Hi guys, this is Cross. I'm the founder of Epic in Shanghai. It's very exciting when we find out we are the Campari One to Watch Awards winner this year. I'm born in 18th and 18th fiscal years. For most of Chinese people, it means party. Epic is about an attitude. Obviously, we want people to remember our name. So we try to do every single piece of detail, make it perfectly. And then you will say, wow, this is epic night. I want to create a cool bar, a very international way, cool attitude with 100% local bar teams. And we train in the service way. Don't be shy, be confident, put your personality on that with just a little bit epic style. And for me, team is my family. Epic is all about disco funky vibe. In China, you have so many spice, herb, botanical. For example, one of my favorite drinks on the list is called Fista. So we're using China Yunnan bee wax infused whiskey with Campari, some elderflower and bitters. When the words, it means a lot. We are the 100% original China team. We want to build an international drinking culture based in Shanghai.
Congratulations to Cross and the team. I'm sure we'll be seeing more of them in the future. Right, here we go. We are ready to begin the countdown of Asia's 50 Best Bars 2021, sponsored by Perrier. Kicking things off at number 50, we have a re-entry for an establishment from Tokyo, Japan. It's Star Bar. A highly traditional and beautifully intimate cocktail joint in Ginza, Star Bar is a surefire bet for experiencing everything that is good about the Japanese drinking experience. At number 49, we have a new entry from Singapore. Barely a year old, with a very bright future ahead, it's Sago House. 3 Asian bar scene veterans, Jay Gray, George Abhishek, and Desiree Silva, literally built Sago House with their own bare hands, from the electrics to the interiors. Welcome to the list, and congratulations to the team. At 48, we have another re-entry to the list, this time from Bangkok. It's Teens of Thailand. Mix Anuman's bar opened as a riposte to the many speakeasies in Bangkok, and it does the simple things well. Great drinks, a party atmosphere every night of the week, all set to a banging hip-hop soundtrack. And at 47, we welcome another new entry, this time from Malaysia. From the heart of Kuala Lumpur, congratulations to 3X Co. Accessed through a barbershop, 3X is a speakeasy in the classic mold with excellent whiskey-focused drinks. Welcome to the list. Back with a bang to Bangkok for number 46. It's Vespa. The ever-popular bar named after James Bond's latterly favorite choice of martini has become an essential destination for all cocktail connoisseurs landing in the Thai capital. And at number 45, we are ready to announce a bar that has also won a special award, which means I'm handing back over to you, Mark.
Thank you very much, Anita. Okay, so it's time for the bar, which has also picked up the Michter's Art of Hospitality.
best hospitality experience over the past 18 months. Michter's, the American whiskey which does so much for the bar community and those who work in it, is again the valued partner for this award. So, without any further ado, it gives me great pleasure to announce that number 45 in the list of Asia's 50 best bars and the winner of the Michter's Art of Hospitality Award from Singapore is MO Bar.
Hospitality is all about empathy. It's going above and beyond to create memorable experience for our guests. In the midst of a challenging time of our industry, it's such an honor to be voted as Michter's Art of Hospitality. It just reaffirms the hard work and dedication of the team to create memorable moments of delight for our guests.
MO Bar is inspired by the Pacific Ocean, the rich culture of Asia's ports and the travelers who journey between them. The team has designed a series of menus for guests to experience the rich culture and history of the region.
We focus on nomadic forager series during our trip through Southeast Asia with a collaboration with local producers and bartenders. As an example of this is our recent travel in Taiwan, where we experienced the bubble milk tea in the streets of Taipei. By using Michter's bourbon infused with Taiwan's fermented oolong black tea, served with the milk tea twill and Michter's infused baba pearls.
Hospitality is all about giving our guests and our fellow bartenders an experience and sharing knowledge. All the knowledge that the team gained is shared on the menu and giving private tours behind the bar by the team.
Behind the bar, we showcase some indigenous ingredients that we make, the vessels that the team has handmade on their own, all the techniques and modern equipments that we use here in MO Bar. Many bars can create amazing drinks, but guests will always remember how you made them feel.
Congratulations to Adrian, Etienne and the entire staff who clearly make guests feel so welcome. Back to the countdown.
And here we go again with number 44. From Seoul, South Korea, it's Le Chamber. Push the magical bookcase to find the way into a bar that opens up a world of pioneering cocktails. The ginseng martini is famed for its restorative properties, and it has a range of drinks focused on ingredients with healing potential. At number 43, we head back to Japan. From Tokyo, it's Bar Trench. Famed for its conservative yet appropriate use of absinthe, Bar Trench is staffed by one of the most talented teams in Tokyo. Well done to Team Trench. Now, number 42. We are heading to another bar in Singapore, my home city. Opened in 2019 and already one of the hottest spots in town, it's The Old Man. Andrew Yap continues to innovate and revolutionize with all the drinks he creates, set in a bar that's convivial, on trend, and staffed by some of the friendliest bartenders in the city. With number 41, we are back in South Korea. From Seoul, a bar that has been around the 50 best list for a number of years. It's Alice. Follow the White Rabbit through a hidden door in a flower shop to find a secret staircase, which transports you down to Alice, a bar whose Wonderland-style creations will leave you spinning. And now for another special award, I'm going to pass it back to you, Mark.
Yes, we're ready for the first of only 2 awards that are presented to the individual rather than to a bar. It's the Mancino Bartender's Bartender Award, brought to you in partnership with the range of perfectly balanced vermouths designed by bartending legend Giancarlo Mancino. This award is peer voted, meaning not only has the winner impressed her guests, but she is also the person that bartenders believe is an outstanding exponent of their craft in the Asian scene. Originally from South Korea, this bartender worked her way across Singapore before finding a happy home in Taipei. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mancino Bartender's Bartender 2021 is Banny Kang. Banny is the archetypal modern bartender. Let's learn a bit about what inspires her.
Hi, I'm Tani Khan. I'm owner of Mu and winner of Mancino Bartenders 2021. My career started as waitress in 2010. By looking at the bartenders create the drinks that inspire me to be bartender as my career. After working in Singapore for 10 years, I moved to Taiwan in Taipei, opened my own bar called Mu. To me, traveling is best way to understand the culture, history, same how I approach bartending. By meeting different people around the world, understand guest needs, and also get some inspire the drinks from them. So the cocktail rule of three is inspired by 3 countries that I born and married and current I work in. So hikama juice represents Singapore because many local food has in it. Green plum we call meshir from South Korea, and Macau, which is Taiwan black pepper. It will give you very aromatic lemongrass notes. Last but not least, Mancino Bianco. The floral flavors, we're combining all these ingredients together. To me, vermouth is like salt on food. We can't do without it. Inspiration is not just from one person, it's more from our community and industry. We work very closely and united and support each other. That's the key success Asian bar scene grows so fast, and that's inspired me every single day. So my message to aspiring bartender is stay humble and be real and chase your passion.
Congratulations, Manny. I still remember the drink you served me at Antidote in Singapore many, many years ago. Superb. Okay, so at number 40, we take our first visit to Hong Kong. I miss you, Hong Kong. It's a new entry for a new bar. Congratulations to Dark Side. The Rosewood Hotel's flagship bar is really beginning to take shape, with head bartender Arcadius Ryback at the helm. It's a sophisticated space to enjoy classic cocktails set to a soundtrack of elegant jazz. Back in Singapore for number 39, one of the Lion City's renowned institutions, it's De Bespoke. Elegant, clubby, and with staff that are as well turned out as the drinks, De Bespoke has been a mainstay in every list of Asia's 50 best bars since its inception. Well done to Daiki Kanetaka and your team. At number 38, we have our very first Best in Country award, and it's for the best bar in the Philippines. This Manila bar is known for presenting a global breadth of flavors in its cocktails. For the 3rd year running, the best bar in the Philippines is The Curator. Dedicated to 2 of the very finest things in life, coffee and cocktails, of course, The Curator serves up beautifully curated versions of both. In at number 37, it's our second entry of the night for Malaysia. A fun-time bar with rum coursing through its veins. From Kuala Lumpur, it's Jungle Bird. The 4 friends behind Jungle Bird opened the bar with one motive: to create the best party bar in Malaysia. Serving good vibes at any time of the day or night, there's a good reason why it's often the first port of call on any bar lover's trip to KL. We're back in Singapore for the number 46 spot. Tippling Club, a Singapore institution brought to you by chef cum bar connoisseur Ryan Clift. This is up there with the very best in the world when it comes to food and cocktail pairing. Congratulations to all the Tippling Club crew. Okay, time for another special award. Over to you, Mark.
Cheers, Anita. We are ready for our second individual prize. It's time for the Roku Industry Icon Award, which is once again presented in partnership with Roku, the premium gin which sources its 6 rare botanicals from across Japan's islands. The award is voted on by the entire 220-strong Academy for Asia's 50 Best Bars. Each voter is asked to give the name of the individual who has done more than any other to elevate the craft of bartending across the continent. This year's winner is a name you'll certainly be familiar with. After learning his craft in Japan, he moved to the USA to work in New York before heading back to open a string of the most successful cocktail bars Asia has seen. Ladies and gentlemen, the Roku Industry Icon 2021 is Shingo Gokan. A big well done to Shingo, who would like to say a few words.
Hi guys, my name is Shingo Gokan. I'm a winner of Roku Industry Icon Award 2021. I'm very honored to receive this legendary award. This year is actually very special for me because this year is my 20th year's anniversary of my bartender's life. So it's such a great gift. Thanks to Asia's 50 Best and people who has voted to me. And thank you to my family, my business partners, and my team as well. I love you all. I hope to see you guys all soon. Cheers.
We return to Bangkok for the city's third entry in the ranking at number 35. Let's hear it for Backstage Cocktail Bar. Backstage feels like a night in the glamorous dressing room of a golden age theatre, right down to the vast mirrors where you'll find the week's specials scrawled in thick felt pen. For number 34, we are in South Korea. From Seoul, it's a bar that first entered the list last year. A big welcome back to Bar Sham. Tucked away in one of the oldest neighborhoods in the city, Bar Sham is arranged in a traditional hanok house. Run by the imperious Lim Byung-jin, the venue offers cocktails based on Korean spirits using super modern techniques. At number 33, we have a bar that is also the highest ranked in its country. We are ready to announce the best bar in Indonesia. From Jakarta, it's Union Brasserie, Bakery and Bar. A true all-day venue with a suitably great food menu. Union Brasserie's cocktails work with local spirits like arak, which forms a heady base for a number of the serves. For number 32, we are heading to mainland China. And it's the first entry of the night for legendary bartender and now officially this year's Roku Industry Icon, Shingo Gokan. It's Shanghai's Speedy Louis. A speakeasy within a speakeasy within a speakeasy. There are no fewer than 3 speakeasies. Each space is more special and exclusive than the last. We're staying in Shanghai for number 31. It's Union Trading Company. Owner Yao Lu has pushed the Shanghai cocktail scene in exciting new directions with Union Trading. And the bar is always at the forefront of global trends. And now it's time for another special award. Over to you, Mark.
Okay, so the bar placed at number 30 is a new entry, but it's also the winner of the Kettle One Sustainable Bar Award. This award is independently judged and selected by Food Made Good Global, 50 Best Sustainability Audit Partner for the past 8 years. Again, it is supported by Kettle One Vodka, the Nollet family-owned premium spirit used in top bars all over the globe. This year's winner was lauded for its impeccable closed-loop sustainability policy, from the fixtures and fittings it employs in the bar itself to the partnerships it has formed with unique local suppliers. Ladies and gentlemen, number 30 in the list of Asia's 50 best bars and the winner of the Kettle One Sustainable Bar Award 2021 is Penicillin.
My name is Agung Prabowo. I am the co-founder at Penicillin Bar, Hong Kong. We're very proud and honored to receive the Kettle One Sustainable Bar Award this year.
We, as a whole team, as a Penicillin, we feel very honored and thankful for this amazing award. The biggest fear for this earth is the belief that someone will save this world, so we shouldn't take this day or night for granted.
For sure, it's not easy during this pandemic period where everyone is having a hard time. But it's also give us an opportunity for every day by doing these sustainable things in this pandemic. That gives us lots of hopes, lots of courage, and as well as encouragement.
The Penicillin is the first sustainable bar here in Hong Kong. We're introducing the closed-loop cycle system, and we have 4 champion elements to do so, which is we have laboratory, main bar, the kitchen, and fermentation room. With these 4 elements, we are be able to do recycling, and upcycling at the same time. Cocktails inspired by classic Gibson. We're using upcycle vermouth. We are basically collecting the oxidized wine, leftover wine, and we add local botanical, and we serve with the kettle one, stir for a few seconds, and then serve in the rock glass with ice and garnish with fermented pickled cabbage. So the message for the bartender community, just be mindful and get to know the real meaning of sustainability, because sustainability is a big thing here in the world as well as our industry. So sometimes big idea make big difference, and that make us to help the world.
Okay, so we're at 29 now. We welcome another new entry from Singapore. It's Barbary Coast, the first standalone bar from the legendary brother and sister team of Michael Callahan and Celia Schumann. Barbary Coast is inspired by Singapore's maritime history in both decor and the drinks it serves. At number 28, we head to Hong Kong. Ladies and gentlemen, all hail the Wise King. A Hong Kong bar with a Spanish accent, the Wise King has become known for serving some of the best bar food in the continent. Expect tapa-style plates served alongside excellent cocktails, many with savory undertones. At number 27, it's a bar that needs little introduction to anyone familiar with the 50 best lists. Backed by a man who is known to all as a true legend, ladies and gentlemen, from Tokyo, Japan, it's High Five. Hiretsugu Ueno's classical space continues to set the bar for outstanding Japanese hospitality. Congratulations and high fives to Ueno-san and the team. At number 26, we are back in Hong Kong for a bar that is making steady progress up the list. Climbing 9 positions since last year, it's the Pontiac. Bec Ellie Frank's Party Bar is one of the most inclusive spaces in the city. Head over for a warm welcome, strong drinks, and a fast-paced service that will mean you're never waiting long for your cocktail. As we hit the halfway stage in the countdown, it's time for another special award. Over to you, Mark.
As we hit the number 25 position, we are ready to announce the bar that is this year's Hearing Legend of the List. This award goes to the bar which has performed most consistently since Asia's 50 Best Bars list's inception. Every bar is attributed points for the position it has held on the list, and these are then totted up to find the most consistent performer. Speaklo, Manhattan, and Indulge Experimental Bistro are all previous winners of this award. The Hearing Legend of the List can only be won once. This year, the award goes to a bar run by a man who can be credited with bringing postmodern cocktails to his hometown. This award is backed, as ever, by Danish cherry liqueur brand Hearing, which brings essential flavour to some of the continent's emblematic cocktails, such as the Singapore Sling. This Hong Kong bar has given rise to bartenders who are now at the very forefront of Asia's cocktail scene, after experiencing the tutelage of its owner, Antonio Lai. Ladies and gentlemen, the Hearing Legend of the List 2021 is Quinnery.
We are still learning every day, work as a team, and that is progressive for us. I'm Antonio Lai from Hong Kong, and I'm the owner of Quinnery. Quinters mean enacted 5 senses. Quinnery is a 5 senses cocktail. The way that how we do, we try to use 5 different senses to enhance your drinking experience.
We are very honored and very excited to be the winner of the Hearing Legend of the List award. And for me, team actually is very important for me. One is nothing, and team is everything.
Most of the guests here in Quinnery, they find it fun and atmospheric vibe. And we sell the best Earl Grey Caviar Martini, which is the most Instagrammable drinks here in Quinnery.
The drinks were inspired by Bud and Sand. With the current situation, the drinks is a team effort to make Bud and Tears together. It will be cherry herring, Scotch whiskey, orange juice, central filtered, and also vermouth. So that a simple classic drinks inspiration. Treat your work as your own business. This is how I start, this is what I believe. This is what I'm still in belief. With your passion on it, don't worry about the loss because you always gain something. And keep your passion on it. After 24 years of the service, and I still believe that passion is as important to be a good bartender.
And now we're back to the countdown at number 24. Now for our first Taiwanese entry. From Taipei, it's Aha Saloon. Themed as much around music as it is cocktails, this bar in the heart of Taipei's buzzing hospitality district was using vinyl for its sound system long before it became cool. At number 23, we have another new entry, this time from Hong Kong, China. A new bar that's already gaining a big reputation, it's Tel Camellia. With a cocktail list inspired by Asia's long-standing traditions around tea, a visit here will certainly see you introduced to some exciting new flavor profiles. At number 22, from Bangkok, Thailand, it's Tropic City. Tropical is very much the vibe here, with the team taking inspiration from the Caribbean to Latin America and the South Pacific. Expect well-made rum cocktails laced with lashings of tropical fruit. At 21, we find a bar that has been in every single edition of Asia's 50 Best Bars list since it was started in 2016. From Singapore, it's the legendary 28 Hong Kong Street. This one-time winner of the Asia's Best Bar crown continues to perform year after year. Guests can check out the recently launched new cocktail list, which features an interesting array of agave spirits. Time for another special award, Mark.
Thanks, Anita. So, at number 20, we've got the bar, which is also this year's London Essence Best New Opening, which is an award given to a spanking new bar that has entered the list for the first time in the highest position. The award is brought to you in partnership with London Essence, the artisan botanical mixers brand that so many bartenders love working with. This year's winner is barely a year old, yet it has already developed a reputation as one of Hong Kong's finest. With a drinks list that focuses on classic cocktails with a modern twist, the London Essence Best New Opening 2021 is The Diplomat.
My name is John Nugent. I'm the owner-operator of The Diplomat in Hong Kong. Winning the London Essence Best New Bar Opening is an extreme honor and it's very humbling. The concept of The Diplomat is basically we're an American bar serving variations of classic cocktails, keeping high standards, quality produce, and just making sure hospitality is #1 here. I think the one word we could use to describe Diplomat is perseverance. This year has been so tough on so many restaurants and bars, including ours, but with the support of our community, our guests, and even our staff, it's been such a great year, and we're very proud of the work we've been doing. What the pandemic has taught me about running a bar is adversity makes your team stronger. We've learned how to communicate a little bit better. We've learned how to communicate with our community outside of the bar better. The Social Club at the Diplomat is basically a reservation, invitation-only bar where we offer guests an opportunity to have a larger party, a little bit more space, and basically just enjoy their own type of night. It's a different type of experience that we offer at the Diplomat, and we just have a different party. The cocktail today that we're making with London Essence is called an Italia. It's basically a long drink, really refreshing, easy to drink. We're taking raspberry infused bonded rye whiskey, a little bit of Austrian bitter, some verjus, celery bitters to add a touch of savory, and then top it off with London Essence and the Italia. message I'd like to give to the bartending community right now is, first off, thank you, and also keep at it. It's been a tough year, but I believe in our industry and I believe in what we do. So let's just keep supporting each other, and we'll see each other next year.
Congratulations to John and the team. Ladies and gentlemen, we are inside the top 20 now. And at number 19, it's time for a trip to Taipei. A bar shrouded in mystery with some seriously advanced techniques at play. It's ruled by Le Kiev. Seveni's bar is influenced by his training as a high-level chef with a molecular gastronomy-influenced small bites menu to pair with futuristic cocktails that look as interesting as they are delicious. At number 18, it's our very first entry from the historic and beautiful city of Kyoto, Japan. Congratulations to these people. Toru Ayoshi has put together a brilliant speakeasy with huge potential. Come for the true incarnations of classic drinks, but don't leave without asking the bartenders to craft you something of their own design. For number 17, we once again head to the island of Taiwan. Set on the ever-pumping Fusing Road in the heart of Taipei, it's Bar Mood. Led by one of Asia's finest bartenders in Nick Wu, Bar Mood's strengths lie in the way it pairs the respect for ingredients associated with the Japanese bartending tradition with the speed of American-influenced drink making.
Now it's time for the first half of a rare joint special award. There are two bars that have climbed an identical number of places up the list this year, which means we'll be announcing two Nikka highest climbers. These two awards are presented in partnership with Nikka, the ultimate Japanese whiskey founded by Masataka Taketsuru in 1934. It just so happens that this bar is also the best in its country, so it'll be taking home two trophies. At number 16 in the list of Asia's 50 best bars, and having risen a meteoric 24 places in the ranking, the joint winner of the Nikka Highest Climber Award and also the best bar in India, from New Delhi, it's Sidecar.
India is a very interesting country, and what we boast of is diversity and heritage. And that is exactly what we could contribute to the global bar scene as well as the global cocktail culture. When we got to know that Sidecar is the joint Nikka Highest Climber Award this year, the whole team was on cloud nine. Hi, I'm Youngduk Lama, and I'm the co-founder at Sidecar India.
When we heard that Sidecar is the joint Nikka Highest Climber this year, we were over the moon. And I think we're not coming back anytime soon.
Sidecar is a bar of the 1930s, very old school, with a lot of warmth around it, and it is a bartender's bar.
A busy night at Sidecar is my favorite night for obvious reasons. But apart from that, it's a really conversation-friendly, very chatty bar, super friendly bartenders and great service.
You know, in this part of the world, especially in India, we are deprived of a lot of liqueurs and liquor that is available across the globe. So the challenge is to create your own flavors. And what we've done right from day one at Sidecar is to create a lot of our own liqueurs, of course using mostly Indianized flavors. The cocktail that I'm going to be making today is called Tula, which means balance in Sanskrit, and it is a combination of Nikka whiskey with some Oloroso sherry and first flush Darjeeling tea from the Himalayas. While we work very hard, very dedicatedly behind the bars, I feel it's also very important to be able to achieve happiness, and the best way to do that is through the practice of mindful bartending. So, request you all to be aware, to be more mindful of what you're doing, and become happy bartenders in the future.
Ooh, we are getting into the business end of proceedings now as we reach number 15. From Guangzhou, China, it's Hope Sesame, a venue which has led the way with coronavirus recovery by documenting the procedures it implemented and sharing them with the Hope Sesame is a bar with a big heart and a bigger local following. At number 14, we are back in Singapore for a bar which never stops innovating. It's Native. Vijay Mudaliar's Native continues to set the standard for sustainability and fresh ideas in the Asian cocktail scene by continually inventing new drinks and looking at methods to reduce waste and repurpose surplus ingredients. At number 13, we have a bar which is also a best in its country. Now, these awards will be coming thick and fast now as we near the top end of the list. Making serious progress northwards with a 16-place rise since last year. Number 13 in the list of Asia's 50 best bars and also the best bar in Korea. Sponsored by Tia Maria from Seoul, it's Charles H. Led by Keith Motzi, a man who is fast establishing himself as one of the best-known personalities in South Korean bartending. Charles H derives its drinks from the travels of legendary raconteur Charles H. Baker Jr. and translates them through the lens of modern cocktails. And we are straight in with another Best in Country award at number 12. From Kuala Lumpur, the best bar in Malaysia is Bar Trigona. Bar Trigona works hard to assimilate and immerse its cocktail program into its natural environment, ensuring guests feel they are genuinely doing some good with each cocktail that they consume. At number 11, we have yet another Best in Country award. This time we are in Bangkok for the best bar in Thailand, sponsored by Bellino. Congratulations to the Bamboo Bar. Jamie Rind and his team continue to push the envelope by infusing authentic Thai flavors into classical hotel-style cocktails. Congratulations to the Bamboo crew. Mark, over to you.
And at number 10, we are ready to reveal the other half of the joint Nikka Highest Climber Award, given to the bar which has matched Sidecar with its 24-place rise since last year. From Hong Kong, the joint winner of the Nikka Highest Climber Award is Caprice Bar. Lorenzo Antinori and Summer Low's immaculately presented bar in Caprice, one of Hong Kong's top restaurants, serves arguably the best martini in the city. Let's take a look inside.
Hi everybody, I'm Lorenzo and I'm beverage manager at Caprice Bar.
Hi everyone, I'm Samuel. I'm the assistant bar manager at Caprice Bar.
It's a great honor knowing that Caprice Bar has been recognized as the Nikka Highest Climber. It's really a reward on the hard job of the team, and we hope that our guests will keep supporting us and coming back for more great experiences. It was a great surprise and we were definitely overwhelmed. I'd like to take the chance to say a massive thanks to our peers for the support, and I send my love to all of them.
I want our guests to discover our bar, and we want to bring them to the French journey with a different spirit, different cocktail and bar food menu. The cocktail is called Norman Old Fashioned. It's a celebration of Normandy region in France, and it's an old-fashioned style combination with brown butter fat wash with Calvados, Nikka whiskey, and aromatic bitters. Actually, I think Hong Kong bar scene is growing up a lot. We have a few bars coming up and with different concepts, and also our bar community with different culture and different people, but we're helping each other.
Well done indeed. And now we're inside the top 10 of Asia's 50 Best Bars 2021, sponsored by Perrier. Follow me. Let's find out who's at number 9. So, at number 9, from Tokyo, it's Bar Benfidik. Hiroyasu Kayama's intimate 8-seater setup is more like an apothecary than a typical bar. He has turned his family farm on the outskirts of Tokyo into a place where he grows heritage Japanese ingredients to create some of the most interesting infusions in the cocktail world. It's time for our final special award. Mark, over to you one last time.
Hello again, and at number 8, we have the bar that is also this year's Disaronno highest new entry. The award brought to you in partnership with Disaronno, the world's gold standard and utterly delicious Italian liqueur. It is given to a new entry bar that comes into the list at the highest position. It's been a momentous opening period for this Singapore-based bar, led by a team who have stood up to every single challenge the pandemic has thrown at them. Last year, they took home the Campari One to Watch Award, and this year, they debut in the list at the dizzying height of number 8. Ladies and gentlemen, the Disaronno highest new entry is No Sleep Club.
On a creative level, this is exactly where we want to be, and I think this is a good time to kind of reset the thinking of how bars or F&B businesses are supposed to run. Hi, I'm June.
And I'm Hutch.
And we're from No Sleep Club. When we found out that No Sleep Club received the Disaronno highest new entry award, we were actually at a wedding.
Oh my god,
So
that's right.
we already had champagne in our hands. But jokes aside, it was a huge surprise. It's so nice to know that what we've done has paid off and people recognize what we're doing and to be recognized among our peers.
It's emoji.
We say this all the time. We've been open in COVID longer than we've been open in general. And because we were new, we were allowed to make changes without anyone judging us and saying, oh, you're different from before or whatever. You know, everything we do that is different, we're just saying changing tomorrow.
Just the fact that we could keep evolving and changing it like within like a split second's notice, we're not like stuck in like this concrete thing.
And it keeps things fresh for people coming in, keeps things fresh for the team. We just have to keep going. The drink we're doing with Disaronno is very representative of the collaboration that we do a lot with the kitchen. So the chefs have made a smoked ricotta. With that process, there's a lot of whey left over. So the bar takes that and uses the waste from the kitchen. You know, it just makes good sense to use every part of the ingredient. So we have that with macerated strawberries and cognac, touch of Disaronno, and then finished off with some smoked almonds. So the idea is, you know, when you see a strawberry drink, it sounds fruity and fresh. We're trying to kind of subvert that and make a more savory and smoky version without the dairy. The greatest thing about this halftime is that people have to get creative. We've seen some amazing new bars that is born out of this restrictive atmosphere. I think that the best ideas come out from the biggest problems. There's some really, really different things that are going to come out, which may not have without this pandemic. Super excited to see what's going to come and super excited to be a part of it.
A huge well done to Jess, Jun and the team. I really, really look forward to coming to see you guys very soon. Moving swiftly on then to number 7. Sticking in Singapore for one of the most awe-inspiring bars in the whole of Asia, it's Atlas. Annabelle Joyce and Jessie Vida head up the bar that is in many ways emblematic of the city of Singapore. Atlas boasts one of the world's finest gin collections and a team of bartenders who know exactly how to use it. Number 6 sees us stay in Singapore again. It's a former number 1 in Asia's 50 best bars. Congratulations to Manhattan. Bar manager Rusty Servan has recently arrived to head up the Manhattan operation, and we are already starting to see some of his trademark flair coming through. This iconic bar continues to be a shining example of excellence that many establishments across Asia look to follow. Okay, just 5 to go, my friends. And at number 5, we are heading back to mainland China. From Shanghai, it's a record high position for Sober Company. Another of Shingo Gokan's multi-level playgrounds. This really is the kind of bar you can spend all day in. and continually find something new and delicious to eat and drink. At number 4, we have another bar that merits its own accolade. From Taipei, the best bar in Taiwan, sponsored by Asahi Super Dry, is Indulge Experimental Bistro. Industry legend Aki Wang has created a bar where cocktails are focused on the essence of Taiwan and its affinity for hand-picked native teas. It's an essential spot to start understanding the vast flavor profiles on show across the island. Wow, it's time for the podium places, as only the top 3 bars are left to announce. Good luck to all the bar teams watching. I can imagine that there are a few people pacing up and down the length of their bars right now. In 3rd spot, we have another bar that is also a Best in Country winner, this time in Japan. At number 3 in this year's ranking and winner of the Best Bar in Japan title, it's the SG Club. Congratulations to Shingo Gokan and his teams across the continent for another immense showing. The SG Club is fast becoming the jewel in the Empire's crown, with 2 bars, one named Sip and one named Guzzle, which both offer distinctly different but brilliant drinking experiences. Sip and Guzzle, obviously. So, it's down to the final 2. This is generally the time when a hush falls across the auditorium and I pause for effect. But I promise I won't keep you in suspense much longer. The bar ranked number 2 and also collecting the award for the best bar in Singapore, sponsored by Matusalem Rum, it's Jigger & Pony. Jigger & Pony's owners, Gan Kuo Yi and Indra Tony, have rolled with the punches the pandemic has thrown at them to maintain their bar's reputation as one of the finest in the continent. Congratulations to the entire team. Okay, everybody, this is the big one. We are now in a position to announce the best bar in Asia, sponsored by Perrier, our global partner that's been sourcing the finest water from France since 1862. Without further delay, it gives me great pleasure to reveal that the number 1 in Asia's 50 Best Bars 2021, the best bar in China, and the best bar in Asia, sponsored by Perrier, from Hong Kong, is Koa. Focused solely on agave spirits, Jay Khan's Koa has shown that a bar can be educational without giving up an ounce of anything. With a team as passionate as he is about sharing the agave love, everyone at Koa can be rightly proud about what they have achieved this year, both with the success of their bar and the work that they do in supporting their local community. Congratulations to all of you at Koa, and make sure that you enjoy this moment. Let's take a look inside Asia's Best Bar 2021, sponsored by Perrier.
It's such a niche concept, doing tequila and mezcal, not just in Hong Kong, but any part of the world, it's a challenge. The mission for us to bring Koa to Hong Kong was to change that perception of tequila and mezcal. Tequila and mezcal is meant to be enjoyed like any other great spirits in the world, and we want to bring that to the table. I think the key to success is to first find out what's your niche. What do you really want to do? And from there onwards, make sure you give your 100% and learn as much as you can. All I see now for Hong Kong is just going forward.
A huge congratulations to Koa and to all of the venues who made it onto the list of Asia's 50 best bars this year, and indeed to those who placed on the inaugural 51 to 100 list. In a few minutes, we'll be going live with Jay and the team from Koa, so please head over to our 50 Best Bars Instagram channel to catch their reaction and find out how it feels to be the best bar in the continent. Thanks to the brilliant Anita Kapoor for hosting. Thanks to all of you for joining us from all over the world to support the Asian bar scene. And here's to hoping we'll be able to get together in person very soon. I very much look forward to seeing all of you in Singapore next year, but for now stay safe, take care, and all the best from everyone at 50 Best.
Are you video?